And then I didn't put it in my phone. Well, my phone died on me, so it wouldn't matter if I put it in or anything.
Morning, Mike.
Good morning. Oops. Well, I suppose. Say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I looked at the minutes on the agenda. I'll make a motion to approve them as presented.
Second. Motion, Jeremy, second, Stenson, approve minutes and agenda. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Scott.
Be right back.
Where are you? What's your best guess? Go this, just scroll down forever.
To get to the S's. That's good. We just use our phones. Yeah, just call their cell phones. Okay, and then it says call here.
Push that.
Hello.
Hi, Scott. Are you ready for us?
Yep, I can head right up.
All right, thanks.
Farm Bureau get a hold of you guys.
No.
They want us all to come to the next meeting, which is, I believe it's
Next month.
July 10th, if I remember right.
Anything special? On to them?
They want to talk about wind turbines, secondary roads, the whole, I got it in my phone here, this is done. He just started my email here, and still downloading emails last time I looked.
Suppose you still have to post it done.
Yeah. Let's see. Messages. The Tilgis that's on that board. What's his first name? Is it Brad Tilgis?
No, Brian.
Brian.
He's not on the board.
Or he's just one of them. He's the one that actually talked to me.
Marty's got a
Good morning.
It says, roads, wind turbines, and conservation. That's what they've been talking about.
What?
Invite them to our meetings.
Yeah, no, yeah, they come here, yeah, they all come here.
no 7 o'clock or.
Morning. I believe 6 o'clock, isn't it? Because I didn't feed you.
For feed.
Yeah. So at least we get fed before we get executed. Well, that's up there.
My 10. They've been telling me pretty decent.
July 10th at 6:30. Yeah, you don't wanna forget stuff like me.
I have nothing, just so you know.
Okay.
Okay, Scott Minor's engineer will discuss secondary road matters.
I don't have much either. I will point out we have summer help on board, and they are kind of going through the county's GPS monumentation. So we have in our county every 3 miles a GPS monument, and they're signed. But those signs have deteriorated over time, and some of them are missing, and those things need to be protected. So we're making sure we can find them and updating the signage. And so those guys are out doing that if anybody asks you about it.
And what you explained, what is a GPS monument?
They are highly calibrated, basically a rod with a cap on it that has a known elevation,
Oh, okay.
and that helps us to dial in when we're setting grade for anything else. Yeah, and a known,
It's an established
yep,
reference.
known point in space, this way, that way, and this way. So,
Anybody ever mess with them?
Oh, they
I
get
mean,
into
besides the signs?
The machinery's hit a couple of them so far.
Yeah.
yeah, it's probably nothing intentional, but
Yeah, not enough.
they're located kind of at the top of the back slope, maybe so far from the field. If things get damaged or the sign goes missing and the farmer takes a little bit wider pass with the sprayer or something else, they might get into it.
They go 4 foot, 4.5, because they have to be, they're in elevation, so they have to be below frost. So they're pretty solid.
Is that from the old days of surveying?
Well, they were all put in probably in the early 2000s. Well, yeah, probably even later than that.
So they're not an actual elevation, they're just a point. You can't put your rod on top, is that what, you put your rod on top of them to,
The
or
GPS
GPS, whatever? Yeah.
capable survey.
Interesting.
So it's relatively new technology.
Yeah, surveying has definitely evolved a lot over time, and it gets very complicated if you want to know the very detailed specifics of it, and
No,
I wouldn't be the one to be able to explain that.
Talk to you guys about, tile blowout in the north ditch of, we just, east of Rod Woodlands. I think you guys have looked at it before, and according to the landowner, it wasn't quite bad enough or something. But it's a pretty good sized tile that goes through there. It's metal. You can see in the hole down there, and it's rusted out.
Yeah, in the next mile east of.
Yeah, it's in the next mile. Yeah.
No, they're actually headed there today.
They're headed there today. Was that right?
By Old Skunk Hill,
Yep.
Gene Hartman.
Gene is someone to talk to me about it.
Yeah, they're headed there either today or tomorrow.
Okay.
There you go.
What service? Yeah, I haven't even told them about it. They're reading our minds.
I was contacted at the Public Safety Center open house, Lynn Lovett came up.
I'm sorry.
He's concerned about his mailbox, and I think his 911 signage is gone. Or where is it? He said something about the 911 signage, and I got it. I drove out there this morning just to look at the mailbox, see what he was talking about. I didn't see the 911, whether it's hidden behind the trees or whatever.
I think it's on the High Line pole, maybe.
Okay.
Sure.
But I think he mentioned, that you guys were supposed to come out and permanently fix his mailbox, I think what he was looking for was the latch part of it that got,
Well, so it's a mailbox with a plastic latch,
yeah.
and we didn't tear the plastic latch off it. We turned it a little bit, so they, just from the snow rolling off. But, those plastic latches are no good in the wintertime. And so they turned it back. I mean, we didn't hit it. It didn't.
Just snow hitting it.
We offered him a new box, and he didn't want the new box. He wanted that box, but he wanted the latch fixed. I said, well, your only choice is we will completely replace the box if that's what you would like. Want that. So,
It's hard to glue a plastic latch back.
you don't just go to the store and buy it. It's like, yeah.
You guys gonna be in the office after the meeting for a bit? I got one. I'll talk to you about it down there.
I'd like to talk about equipment purchase. So next year's budget, we're planning on a skid loader, a truck, and a maintainer, basically. And I've gotten them, put some stuff together on a skid loader, so what we would like to do is purchase a track type skid loader. Because if we do a drainage ditch clean out, and with all the box culverts we have now, we have to rent a skid loader to clean out the box because we don't have one capable of doing it, and because one on tracks is the only thing that's applicable. So anyway, we've been talking about getting a different skid loader for quite a few years.
Do you have one
Actually,
with tracks on it
no.
currently? Nice.
So what I want to do is get a bigger one on tracks, and we'll get a 6-way blade with it, and then that will actually replace 2 pieces of machinery. Replace our old skid loader, and then we got an old Deere finish dozer that it will replace also. So take
I was
this.
gonna say, double up nicely.
Yeah.
I don't have one either, but I've run one. Excuse me.
Yeah. So, I did some comparisons on pretty much anything, and I really think the 2 best ones are Cat and Takeuchi.
Really?
Yeah. Well, the downside of those are, they're about the same money. None of them, whether it be Bobcat, Deere, Gale, none of them obviously have. I did a bunch of auction result comparisons, and the resale of the Cat is 30 to 35% better than almost all of them. And obviously our dealer network is much better to go through Ziegler.
It's one of the reasons for the resale.
Yeah. And longevity of them, their undercarriage, what Cat did was they bought an existing company that, this is when track skid loaders first came out. Caterpillar bought out ASB, which is a pretty well established company to begin with.
It's up north there in Minnesota,
I don't honestly know.
by Grand Rapids.
But they were a good unit, but they just didn't have the name. Caterpillar bought them out, and they had some really good undercarriage technology. They're just way better advanced than some of the others because of their, the way they came to be. So anyway, long story short, I guess I would, there's quite a few things about the Cat. Their undercarriage is all steel. The idlers and rollers and stuff don't have any rubber on them, so it's just a lot more durable machine. They have longer service intervals, just bunch of things about them. So I guess I would recommend, or I would prefer to buy a cat. And, you know, with your blessing, I guess we would bring it back next week in the form of a resolution. If, it's 85 with the machine, and it's got high flow hydraulics, so it can run anything that we would ever want, you know, whether it be a mill or a broom or, you know, different things. And then with forks and a 6-way blade, which would help it replace our little finish dozer. It's $85,200 total.
That's just straight out.
And then
How big is that one, 20 horse? Or what number is it?
It's $299. That's the biggest one.
Do they go over 100 horse?
I think
Or is that
it's
90 horse then?
I think it's 98. But, you know, the cat, they have a longer undercarriage, so their footprint is lighter than any of the rest of them too, which that's what we need to get down the bottom of the range.
You got longer tracks in too, you mean, or?
Yeah. Just spreads the weight.
Truck and maintainer, is that what you said it was?
So we'll probably be working on getting a truck coming before too long also. Like I say, this is out of next year's.
I'd like to see an updated list of where we're at on our inventory of equipment. I think where we at, year, hour.
It's easily done.
Okay.
It's getting better a little bit. Still got a ways to go, but it is getting better.
Are you anticipating an auction a year from now or
A year, yeah, a year
next
ish. And that'll be a pretty big auction because we'll have probably 2 tandems, motor grader, finish dozer, skid loader, some really fine pickups.
What's wrong with the one that sits by Buffalo all the time and never moves?
The box is rotted out. We can't find
Yeah,
it.
it's like sitting, looks like it's sitting like that.
I've been looking for a box for that dumb thing since last fall.
Can't find one.
Not for less than about $2,500.
All right.
So I think we're gonna wind up just putting a flatbed.
I was gonna say, we don't need that one very much evidently because it hasn't moved in months.
It's like everybody's looking for a flatbed. Might sell better with a flatbed.
Okay, anything else for a
Is it
second?
worth your time to mess with it?
No, it's,
What's it worth?
well, compared
$500,
to,
$600?
like to put a flatbed on it or something. Oh, what's the whole thing worth?
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's one of the better junk ones. So,
It runs good and stuff like
yeah,
that?
it runs good, yeah. Box rotted out.
Anything else for secondary roads? Consider for approval contract with Peterson Contractors Incorporated for bridge replacement.
Yeah, I think I went over this briefly with you last week or one week before us, but anyway, Peterson Contracting got our bridge replacement project here for November. The bridge will be replaced with a triple box near the bridge south of Leland, south of the grain elevator. The bid was $324,000. My estimate was $346,000. So in that regard, it come in good. Of course, in comparison to the cost of it takes us to put in box culverts, nowhere near probably double what it would take, but that's with some extra requirements and a few other things like timing and other things that add to the cost, but that's what it come out as. So I think they're a good contractor, and overall we'll have a good experience here. So contractor's up for approval today. I won't have you sign it. We'll have them sign it first. So we'll have you guys approve it. I'll send it off, and when we get it back, I'll have Bill sign it. Any questions about it?
I guess I'll make a motion to approve the contract with Peterson Contractors Incorporated for the bridge replacement.
I will second that.
Motion Derby, second from Stensrud, to approve Peterson Contractors Incorporated for bridge replacement. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I suppose we should know 324 on there.
I can give you the exact number of dollars. $324,811.75.
Okay, auditor's office will discuss drainage matters.
I don't really have anything today.
Got to be.
I've been kind of here and there in the last couple weeks, so there's probably stuff that I don't know about. Okay, thanks.
Thanks.
You're free to go.
So, hey, have you talked to Mark about that worth thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, I did yesterday.
Good.
All right, Julie Swenson, or her favorite representative, to discuss with possible action abatement of U.S. fish and wildlife tax assessments.
These were the uncollectible taxes that were on the agenda, or were not on the agenda last week that we were talking about, that we put on the agenda for this week.
Make a motion to can we do them all? It's strictly fish and wildlife, is that all it
This
is?
is just the tax part of it. The drainage, we are still going to be talking to Adam with, but Adam's been out.
I would say.
Okay, I'll second it. So motion from Stensrud, second from Jones vote. Yeah, and to abate the taxes of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife tax assessments. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Does your office think it's worth going this way?
Julie hasn't been in, but it's definitely well into talking to Adam for it.
Okay.
I mean, if he thinks that it's something that we should do, then by all means, and then worst case scenario, we do it, and then they say no. Then we come back and we say, okay, we'll do it this way then, and we'll abate it then. I have copies for you.
Okay, that's fine. Would you scan that one in and email it to me?
Sure.
That way I can just write it
Do
in.
you want everything?
No, I just want that top page.
Okay.
That will make me happy. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you guys. Have a good day.
You do. Consider for approval salaries of employees for fiscal year 2018.
Got 6.
Oh, I crossed it out ahead of time. All right, okay, back. Discussion with possible action fireworks resolution.
I put together some alterations to the last one, just to kind of cover what we were talking about, put a little specifics in there. Yeah. We got rid of the restriction on the novelty and consumer. And, but we're still in control of any display fireworks.
Like the really big stuff.
But it also has a clause in there that there's a burn ban. They're not to the novelty or consumer fireworks.
Actually, I mean, look at the state one, it's the state one, they have the exemptions of June 1st to July 8th.
Should probably clarify that quick.
It seems like,
That's just theirs. Well, 489.
With your salary stuff, Linda?
Can I bug you for a date stamp? Got another month now.
Crazy allergies.
Limitations. Person shall not use or export consumer fireworks on days other than June 1st through July 8th. Is that what ours says?
Yeah.
And December 10th through July 3rd?
January 3rd.
Oh, January 3rd.
Thank you.
Sure.
I
So
will.
it coincides with
Thanks,
that.
Denise.
Everybody did that.
New Year's and 4th of July.
A lot of guys want to birthdays.
Yeah,
But by permit, they can still, it doesn't have to be, you can do consumer and novelty fireworks just by permit too.
I would assume with the new one, you can do the consumer and novelty anytime you want.
You looked at me and started laughing, Mike.
I'm gonna apply for a permit every day. I never know.
Whenever the wind hits you,
I need one today.
Is that called rain dates?
Yes.
Apply for one with a rain date of every year.
Well, I'm not the only one in my neighborhood. There's another bigger farmer that he likes to do it too, and he does it every once in a while.
Just as soon as they opened the shop up here, did you hear downtown Forest City?
What's that?
As soon as they opened the shop up
Yeah.
here, did you hear downtown Forest City? Sounded like a war zone about 9 o'clock in the morning in the evening.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Everybody was shooting them off down here,
Really?
despite what the law was.
I was a bit of a terrorist when I was young. I made a pipe bomb before pipe bombs were popular. Took shotgun reloading powder.
The one thing I did not do that some other counties have done is put times on it. Figure in a rural area, I'm not gonna put a time on it.
Yeah, rural head, it's in town you want.
They still have to go by nuisance ordinance.
Well, my neighbors woke me up before on Saturday night, so I don't care.
My neighbor, the one, 2, 3, 4 in the morning, whatever time he got home. He's many times.
If I'm up, everybody's up.
Yeah.
Kind of a theory.
Yeah, my neighbor to the south.
Back one Saturday, I went out and joined them.
Yeah. I mean, the kids, we just, a couple of times we've ended up sitting on the back porch, you just go watch it, you can't sleep through it.
There were some guys over in Buffalo one time having a bottle rocket war. They were shooting bottle rockets back and forth at each other.
Yeah, we did that too. You know, if you get a nice long, like, nice piece of pipe, you can aim it pretty good. We give kids ideas.
We just use those old pop bottles. Empty bottles.
Take the old Mountain Dew bottles and shoot them down the sewer drains. That was the greatest, because the explosion was like amplified 10, 12 times.
I'll make a motion to approve the resolution number 0606-2017-0101, fireworks resolution.
I'll second the motion.
Motion Stenger, second from Derby to approve fireworks resolution number 0606-217-0101. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Needs to be stamped too.
I suppose. Let's see this one.
Oh, just wait. Do you want to attach that to the back, because it says that on the date attached? Oh, there used to be.
She won't sign it. It's attached.
Thank you.
Okay, now, number 7, consider for approval salaries of employees for fiscal year 2018.
I've not received them all yet, but this is a good start, I guess.
You do have mine, and that's just an accumulation of all of the wages and everything that have been approved already. It's just administratively put together in one sheet. But between my contract, the workman contract, my employees, office staff, they're kind of spread out, so it puts it together.
I assume that's the same with the courthouse.
Yeah,
It's
there's, we each have, there's, like I said, I haven't got salaries from Adam, I haven't got them for the treasurer. But I think I've gotten them from pretty much everybody else.
Duplicate.
Make a motion to approve the salaries for fiscal year 2018.
I'll second the motion.
Motion Stenger, second from Derby to approve the salaries for employees for fiscal year 2018. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Do we have to stamp all those in, or just sign what needs to be signed?
Mine's got a block on it.
Most of them can just be stamped received because they've kind of already been approved in the budget, so.
Well, we did make a motion on it.
Yeah, so they would.
I don't think I've gotten the sheriff's either.
Okay.
Now that I'm,
You got that? Got the message.
Waits till it's dead quiet and then shouts it out at me.
Just need to keep you in line, Dave.
Did you ever get a count on Saturday?
They were guessing over 700.
It's pretty steady.
Yeah, it was.
Some that walked up there, saw the line and walked away.
Some of them did that. We had 7 people do a constant stream of tours. Mary was at the door. She was counting them off in groups of about a dozen, so that's all that went with a group. And she said only one person complained about it. She said, if you got a better way to do that, let me know and we'll fix it. And the gal looked there and said, no, I can't think of anything to do different. So, but that was the only complaint. Lots and lots and lots of good comments about it.
They probably got a little more testier at the end of it when the sun was coming into the.
The sun was hot. It was a warm day out. There's no question about that.
And early it was more overhead, and then it's there coming in from the west.
But it was kind of early, the jail was fairly cool. It was fun to
Everybody
talk.
was impressed.
I tell people, I says, you know what, we don't even need to lock the doors, they'll never find their way out. It's kind of a maze back in there. Well, discussion with possible action regarding canceling the meeting for July 4th, 2017.
Why do we have to do that when we've already approved that as official holiday?
Because there's technically a meeting that day and we just need to
Just cancel it or
officially
Is it a
cancel.
cancel
move it to Wednesday or?
Whatever you guys want to do.
Can we leave it in advance?
Can you what?
Can we leave it open?
I mean, how much in advance do we have to cancel? If we postpone it to the 5th, and we decide there's not enough on the agenda the week before, we can cancel it then, can't we?
Yeah.
I would suggest that, just in case there's
Because there
something.
might be something we have to address.
Okay, that's fine. So,
Last week was.
Figure out which Tuesday's the last one.
Well, I'm trying to figure out, it's not a payroll week, but it's a claims week.
yeah, but we weren't planning to do claims that week anyway because we do claims on June
Oh, you do?
June
The third one.
27th, so we don't do them the first week in July.
Not second this, so just do it. I make a motion, we put the meeting for the first week in July as July 5th, 2017. Contingent upon enough on the agenda.
I'm fine with that. Second.
Motion from Stenger and a second from Derby to move the July 4th meeting to July 5th. Contingent on anything important being on the agenda. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Consider for approval semi-monthly county claims.
Oh, sorry. It's busy typing though.
That's all right. We'd have waited.
Will you sign that for me, please?
I didn't get them, so I'd like to approve.
Okay.
I don't know
Technically, I did not read through them either. I had tried to open it up, but evidently I didn't change my password soon enough.
Is there more than what was on the thing?
There was 2 sets of them.
That was the one that was sent out.
There's one sent out,
Oh, that was from last week?
yeah, she did one.
That one was from last week, yeah, I looked at that last week, I looked at this one this week.
We've had just a lot of claims, so she did an extra run just to get them through.
That came out the day we were done with it.
Yeah.
We looked at it.
What's other ammunition?
What's that?
Well, there's other ammunition for $2,760. What's just
It's just ammunition.
ammunition in general.
We buy a 40, we buy 9, we buy shotgun and 226. Or 223, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Rubber bullets,
I'm sorry.
no rubber bullets.
No rubber bullets.
Isn't that what killed George Patton? He said that they didn't make the bullet that could kill him, and he went through all the wars and bullets whizzing all over, never got killed. And if I remember right, somebody had it was a rubber bullet that got him. It was like,
So that rings a bell.
yeah.
That definitely rings a bell.
Wasn't it a blank that got Bruce Lee?
Yeah, just a wad, yeah. Lose another nurse.
We've already got one hired back.
For the one that just quit?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll lose another one on top.
Oh, really? What's the criteria for autopsies? What determines whether they need one?
A death that's, something's not quite right about it, maybe. If it's not witnessed or under the care of a doctor, usually they'll do an autopsy. Equipment report.
Thank you.
I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Is this lease meant to be in with?
Nope,
But Deb does have a good point. On the flip side, isn't that something you're supposed to be working out?
yeah, they are.
Oh. You got the other one, Bill? Thanks.
Do you know if they scheduled that meeting, Dave,
What's that?
in public health and your board?
I have not heard anything.
Okay,
this up to Ruth, but do you have any idea what supplies would be from we're at the hospital? The nurses?
By the way, I took my daughter to the ER at Brent the other day, and they really do a nice job there.
Yeah.
She got 6 whole staples in her head. It was wonderful.
Yeah, it's just.
What did she do?
She was skateboarding when she doesn't know how to skateboard, and
No helmet?
no helmet. Road rash all down one side of her body.
Could have been worse.
Where was that at?
Exploding tire.
Yeah.
Where was she at?
Out of Camel.
I worked on this.
Oh.
Shouldn't
Oh.
go down that trail.
Yeah, all right, I forgot about the tire with the
I
wart
forgot
on
about that too.
it. Poor Hannah was trying to explain her tire problems to her mother over the phone with a couple of
On
comedians.
Bluetooth in the car.
Yeah, she had a couple of comedians in there giving advice.
Uh-huh.
So she was going down a trail, okay?
Yes. If you walk down the trail, you can still see the blood.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
There are places where guys on bikes like myself will totally wipe out, particularly up towards where the golf course hill comes up, because that turn is just too wrong. It dips down this way, so it leans down towards the golf course. So when you make the turn, your bike just goes right up.
Did you say she was skateboarding?
Yes. Yep.
She gonna grow up to be an auditor someday?
Oh, gee, look at the time.
Yeah.
Guys, you might want to adjourn the meeting right now.
We got open forum left, but we'll just bite.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I think the open forum is going to be something we don't want to attend.
I'm sorry, I just couldn't resist.
You get to big jail and look at it.
Did I mention she takes after her father?
Well, it sounds like her father was a pretty decent guy until he hit his head.
Bad things happening here. We're still on. We hate it. Yeah, anyway, there's the open forum. You know how everybody puts these cute pictures of the kids the first and last day of school? Hannah's last day of school picture is her in the hospital.
They had a new one on the news yesterday where this guy walked his 5-year-old daughter to school on her first day of school. And on her last day of school as a senior, he walked her again. So
Oh,
just a super emotional day for her. I thought that was a pretty cool story.
I'll make a motion to approve the semi-monthly county claims.
Second that. Motion Derby, second from Spencer to approve the semi-monthly county claims. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
That was on the news, you said?
I believe so, but I couldn't tell you where I saw it, but
Yeah. Seeing that.
excuse me.
So what's your, brother having trouble with his driveway?
Oh, I don't know, I haven't been by there, but,
They tore out all the cement in front of his garage.
oh, he had that great big tree just on the south side of his driveway, and all the
Yeah.
roots coming up.
Yeah.
But that's what-
Alright. Yeah, it's, had the street half blocked off.